I am so excited to make this video because this summer I went to the doctor and I had my lab work done, and the doctor was wanting to put me on some medication. So I told the doctor, no, I don't want to do that. I would rather just, try to lose weight on my own and bring my lab work down or make the levels better. And so I tried to do plant-based, but I didn't really feel like that was helping. And then I tried to just watch what I was eating, and it helped, but it didn't help. And then in November, I started listening to all these videos about keto, and I started particularly listening to Dr. Mindy Police. She wrote this book called Fast Like a Girl. And then I started listening to this psychiatrist. I cannot remember her name, but she was on Diary of a CEO, and she's a psychiatrist who promotes more of a keto diet because it helps with your brain function. And then Dr. Annette Bosworth. Now, she has a lot of videos out there. She has her own channel. She has a lot of really good resources on how to eat a keto diet, which she promotes high fat, moderate protein, and low carb. And when you're starting out, the carbs should be 20 grams or less. And so it was literally the week of Thanksgiving. I think November 21st is when I started, and I said, I'm gonna try this because I have my lab work coming up and other things have not been working. And so I'm just gonna give it a try. And so I started doing that: high fat, moderate protein, low carb. So like for my breakfast, I would have I normally don't eat breakfast, but if I feel like I want to eat breakfast, I'll do 1 egg with egg whites, some spinach, a little bit of onion, and some MCT oil for my healthy fat, and then 2 pieces of bacon. And most mornings I'll just have like my Mary Ruth's vitamins with some MCT oil in it, because it really does make my brain feel like it turns on. If I do that and work out, it really works well together. And then for lunch, today I just had like a salad. But I had keto ranch on it, cheese and bacon on it, a little bit of tomatoes, not too many for the carbs, but this is my last meal of the day, and then I'll work out tonight. Dr. Bosworth does promote time restricted eating, so I'm kind of getting into that phase, because once you do keto, and I feel like when you're doing it right, you feel very satiated. So I feel very satiated. So I know tonight, if I were to eat, it would be something small anyways. But if I'm really not hungry, then I don't need to eat, because a lot of the time I was eating out of boredom, or just to have a snack. But now I don't keep those snacks in my house anymore, so I can't eat those. And then if I really do want something sweet, like it's getting close to my period, then I do creamy whipped cream and 3 strawberries cut up with a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of organic vanilla extract, and it tastes really, really good, and it's keto friendly. So even if you do 4 tablespoons, that's only 4 grams of carbs. So I've been doing all of that, and I had my my follow-up appointment today, and my doctor said, wow, you must really be watching what you're eating, because all of your lab work is so much better. And so she doesn't want to put me on the medication anymore. And so I was just really, really grateful for that, because I was worried with, keto being high fat, that it was going to make my cholesterol go even more up, but it actually went down. So I just find that very interesting, because I've seen a lot of people talking about keto, or being worried about the cholesterol, but in my particular case, it went down. So that was really, really eye-opening for me, and I'm just really, really grateful. So I think anyone that wants to try keto should definitely give it a try. And drop down in the chat if you've tried it and it helped you, or if you're struggling. I'd love to create a community about this.